I'm not a relationship expert. I'm not a relationship guru. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist. What I am is a man on a mission, and sometimes that mission is uncomfortable. Let's take that journey together and see where it takes us. Let's go.
Loving can be uncomfortable. So find it the way you feel.
You may need to realize that your ego is a problem in your relationship. Because this may be the reason why your relationship is declining and failing in the first place. Your ego knows how to protect, reject, and deflect. It does not know how to connect, okay? And you need connection in your relationship for that relationship to actually thrive. Whenever your ego is in the driver's seat, it wants to protect you. So if you have an arrogant, prideful, self-centered ego, the only thing that it knows how to do is win. It wants to feel superior to the person that you are in a relationship with. And most times you forget that you are even in a relationship. Instead of you actually identifying that your partner has needs, the only thing that you're worrying about is your own personal needs. It's all about me, I, self. That's all that matters. Forgetting that your partner is an equal to you. Each person has needs, emotional needs and attachment needs. Each person has a right to have a voice. Each person needs to feel as though they are equal. It is the simple fact that both people are human, and people who have an unhealthy ego don't understand that, because self-preservation is a lot more important than relationship maintenance and relationship preservation.
If you're a girl and you're beautiful, smart, hardworking, and driven, you are most likely single right now. I honestly just think the options are so limited because hear me out. So like as a girl, you want to find a partner that exceeds you in every single area. So like you want someone that looks better than you, is smarter than you, is more hardworking, has better like social characteristics. Like you look for a partner that has like better qualities than you, or
That's not a partner, that would be a superior.
at least like meets you. And not to be an absolute of a person, but it's like when you're a girl that has all of her together, it looks good, is hardworking, makes a lot of money, it's like where do you go from there? There's so limited options. And then it's like the guys that are good options that would fit your standards are just
She forgot to mention humble, didn't she? And you know, these types of guys who she's talking about that would meet her standards, they don't want to date some arrogant boss babe who lacks femininity.
You don't really like him, your ego just wants him to like you. Look, your ego can be either your best friend or your worst enemy. It will either support you or it'll sabotage you, babe. And right now it's telling you to try harder and accept this challenge to prove your self-worth to this guy so he could fall for you. And deep down, you don't even actually like this guy. He has his icks. He couldn't be more opposite of what you really truly want. But because he's in head over heels over for you, it is killing your ego. I'm not kidding when I say your ego will keep you in situationships that you were supposed to walk out of long ago. However, I'm here to help you become self-aware, because once you become self-aware, you'll be able to break free from the grasp that your ego has on you. Also, let me just remind you, pursuing somebody that isn't interested in you can lead to you being distressed, potential heartache, and just frustration with yourself. And who wants that? For me, it's just not worth the challenge. Your self-respect should be based on your self-esteem, your values, and not you seeking the validation of others. So please, manage your ego, understand that your emotions cannot always be trusted, and focus your energy on connections that are based out of genuine mutual attraction for each other, not that ego-driven motivation.
Mid women, like 6s and 7s, they have God complexes, they have huge egos. They truly believe that they are beautiful in every way possible. They believe that they can get everything they want out of a man. They believe that a man should do everything that they want. And they don't really care about you specifically. They care about themselves over anything. So if you've ever thought to yourself, damn, why are like 85% of the women in the world so trash and like have such personalities? It's because they've been reinforced so much since the time they were 15 by men who have no game and simply want to give all of themselves and give all this attention to them. And when you get reinforced like this over time, just like celebrities, just like actors, whatever, you start to believe that you are larger than life. You start to believe that you can get anything you want without even trying. And that's why they have these huge egos. We're looking at 10, 20 years before women start to realize that all of their behavior is not leading them to what they want.
In relationships, ego doesn't always show up dressed in arrogance. Sometimes it wears the mask of self-assurance. This kind of ego thrives on being seen as the good one. It keeps score, but never admits it. It says things like, "I'm always giving," while quietly measuring what's being returned. Gratitude is spoken, but rarely shown. There's more talk than action, more posts than presence. Every sacrifice becomes a story to be retold, a receipt to be pulled out in moments of conflict. In these dynamics, helping isn't about easing the other person's burden. It's about being praised for stepping in. Listening isn't for understanding, but it's to find the next angle to defend a position. See, apologies don't come easily, because admitting fault would mean losing ground. And for someone operating from pride, losing ground feels like losing their identity. The relationship starts to tilt. One person gives, the other person takes credit. One person bends, while the other frames it as balance. Over time, love starts to feel like labor. Connection turns into calculation. What looks like strength is actually fear. Fear of vulnerability, of not being seen as enough without control, or of being wrong. Pride blocks reflection. It builds a wall between two people and calls it protection. Real gratitude is quiet. It's consistent. It doesn't need to announce itself. And real love doesn't ask, "What have you done for me lately?" It asks, "How can we grow together?" Because see, when ego leads, relationships become about image, not about true essence of intimacy. The question isn't whether someone says they're grateful. It's whether their actions ever let anyone else feel it. Solution: let go of your ego. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. Sometimes life is uncomfortable, but we have to go through it anyway. We'll see you next time. Malcolm had nothing left but long nights, old regrets, and a car that rattled like his past. Sasha, she had it all, until the world she built came crashing down. When the paths cross, it's not love at first sight. It's honesty, discomfort, and the kind of truth most people run from. Mr. Uncomfortable, a slow burn romance about healing, heartbreak, and hope. Book and soundtrack coming soon. Go to MrUncomfortable.com. That's MISTER uncomfortable.com.